Hey, ReadyUpLive. So hopefully you watched my uncommentated videos so you got a taste of both of those Halo 5 campaign missions, but now I just kind of want to talk about it. My overall impression of Halo 5 is that I really like it. I really enjoy the fluidity, the movement, hearing people talk again. It's just so much more of an interesting experience. I'm a firm believer that the best stories are character stories, stories that you can enjoy each character for different reasons, but you can also learn more about your character through those characters. That's why I loved ODST so much, and that's something that Halo 5 does. It allows you to experience a different side of Master Chief because he's interacting with other characters. And as you can see in that awesome blue team cutscene, he's starting to lose it. He's really going downhill, and by the end of Halo 5, I have a feeling he's going to be in a totally different place. So something I noticed about these two missions, although yes, I had to cut a couple things that I can't talk about, they really aren't that spoilery. So Blue Team is the second mission, and Enemy Lines is the 11th mission. So I like to consider these missions transition missions. They're not missions that, have heavy story elements. It's a lot more, this is an introduction to Blue Team in the case of Blue Team, and in the case of Enemy Lines, seems like it's just kind of getting from point A to point B. Now, I don't think these are the most exciting missions ever, no. I mean, I do believe Blue Team is the closest quarters map in the entirety of Halo 5, but I think it's good that they showed these to prevent any big spoilers. I want to be surprised with Halo 5. I mean, Halo 4, we knew right away pretty much what was going on. We knew about the Didact, all that kind of stuff. I really don't know much about Halo 5's campaign. They could take it anywhere. For the most part, the AI is pretty effective, but there are some funny moments I noticed that it wasn't totally tuned. And as it happened, some of the 343 guys behind me were saying, don't worry, this isn't totally final, we're still fixing up a couple AI things. Like this one time they didn't heal me, and there's one time they kind of got themselves killed. But for the most part, they're pretty effective teammates. It becomes pretty evident in later parts, that's why I showed myself dying, that it's not that easy. I was playing on normal, and yet I actually did die a few times. That's unlike me. But it's a different experience. You're not the one guy, you're not the hero. You need to work as a team. And a lot of people were wondering if Halo 5 was going to be too easy, but as you can see, you go to heal someone, you go to pick them up, and then you get killed trying to pick them up, and then someone gets killed trying to pick you up, and it's actually pretty humorous. One of my favorite parts of these missions, and I'm not sure why, maybe it's just because it's that exploration that I really want from Halo 5, is this scene here where you're trying to find this little statue switch thing. It's interesting. This was actually my second time playing this mission. I played it before at 343, and I had a lot more troubles trying to find that thing. I didn't know where to look. So I obviously knew where it was this time, but I really like that. I like this sense of exploration where there's no fighting going on. You're just forced to try to find something. I hope throughout the Halo 5 campaign there will be more moments like that. And speaking of finding things, I actually show off this vent. I talk about this all the time because it's an interesting look at the alternate ways to attack. If you take this vent, you can get a cool assassination on an elite, make your life a little easier, especially if you have the rest of the team going in the normal way, distracting them there. Now here's some extended footage I didn't show in the other videos. The Hunter fight. I only showed him getting killed. The Hunters were actually pretty darn good. I died in this part like 3 times. I'm used to just kind of, dodge in and shoot them in the back. It's so easy, but no, they really take you out. You gotta be really, really careful. And they recommend really early on to take the high ground, which honestly I didn't do enough. I really should have. This is a lot easier having people on the ground and some in the air, just distracting the guy, hitting him from all angles. I didn't do it here and died quite a few times. It's a tricky part. I like it. They're scary. Hunters are freaky. If you see a lot of them, it's just like, oh god, they're gonna take you down. You gotta take care of them. Now, as you can see here, I found some intel, which I don't think really has that many spoilers, so I want to actually let you guys listen to what it's like. There's gonna be a lot of little secrets and stuff in Halo 5, like intel.
Compound Asteroidia 472A. Results observed. We almost have a candidate here. Sufficient morbidity, adequate LD50. However, we must shorten its half-life.
So they're obviously trying to create something, whatever it is. My favorite fight scene was the very end of Enemy Lines. It's just intense. It's actually really, really fun fighting the Forerunners because they're formidable, the soldiers warp around, and it's just a fun experience. I had a lot of fun battling them. At the end of the day, I'm very excited for Halo 5, and I hope you guys enjoyed my footage. This is all for campaign, but I have more stuff. I have arena and Warzone stuff and menus and a lot of things you want to see. So stay tuned in the coming week. You're going to see some cool stuff. Smack that like button, subscribe, and shine bright.